of this league season, as Kansas City is facing
this week.
Cleveland.
This week.
Live from... About to get started here. Number 64 digs in now. And we're off and running in a brand new season. Comes up empty.
Filthy change-up right there. Just pulled the string.
0-2.
And that's outside. Going to count 1-2.
1-2.
Got him swinging
right
off the top of the first. Here's the center fielder.
Mariners are giving Cavallaro the off there.
Check swing called strike.
They don't have Harry Ford anymore.
Swing and a miss as he was out front.
Quickly down 0-2 with Francisco. Pop up in the infield. Ozzie Albies calls it.
The Nationals already have 4-0 on.
Now it's
the fucking Philly.
Travis Hafner is up for Cleveland.
Just missed.
Sinker inside. Change-up inside.
It's bases loaded for James Wood. They've batted around in this inning, the Nationals.
1, 2, 3 innings.
Off the Taiwan Walker.
Jeez. Phillies suck.
Back now at Progressive Field. And
no, Taiwan Walker sucks.
Number 28. What should we keep an eye on here?
Boog, this guy usually turns
Taiwan Walker sucks.
His teammates really enjoy when he's on the mound. Everyone seems to be loose, which can help the offense be a bit more dangerous. So if you look at the opposing lineup, they're hoping he doesn't just settle in. They want to make this an uncomfortable start from the beginning.
That's thank
you think it really would get rid of what?
Yeah, there's a ball.
Slider shrinkage, because my zone got fucking very tiny.
No slider shrinkage, not out of the zone shrinkage.
Oh, third baseman can't make a catch. Fernando hustling down, and they get him.
Good recovery wasn't easy following the misplay.
Hit 2 homers last game.
Rob Thompson just got ejected.
Now at the plate as he swings through strike one.
I got ejected, holy shit. Ozzie Albies
ejected, man.
It's one up the middle.
Come on.
Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square as much as he probably would.
Argument call at first base.
That's a good approach, paying off.
Yordan Alvarez. The next to hit takes ball 1.
Yeah, they reviewed it and they still lost. Oh no, the National Challenger play at first and it was overturned. Joey Weimer was safe, and Rob Thompson came out. What?
Hey, Jordan! It's one up in the still the first inning.
Yeah, it's still the first inning. That would have been the third out of the inning.
Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone.
He got ejected in the first inning. That's insane.
He's the coach now.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
That man is the coach now.
Taiwan Walker is so bad, bro. Taiwan Walker is so bad.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Just a little too quick on that front shoulder, front hip, front foot. Everything comes
until he said
open.
the Mexicans were
making
racist.
Contact with that one.
This was Marcus Stroman.
This one in center field.
This one in a center. Lane Thomas under it, and that's going to be enough to move him over.
Dennis got
kicked. Okay.
And he gets to third safely.
Dennis
moving up on the fly out, and there are 2 gone.
Roman Anthony out.
Roman Anthony
steps
in for the Royals. This guy, one of the best contact men in the sport as well as defensive end.
Ball 1.
Okay, James Wood just got struck out on a fastball right down the deck.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
2 on, 2 outs. Inside, just missed.
Roman Anthony.
Oh!
Belts one in the right center. And it's done. His first hit of the
That's
season
not how
is a
I
homer.
forgot to tell you how we're doing it. We're going to, you play a game at home, you play a game away. Like, go home away, home away, home away. Like, here's what it is.
Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads.
After Roman Anthony puts one into the seat.
2 gone, base is empty, but 3 runs across here on opening day. Next pitch misses.
2-0. Boy,
Kluber.
2 count, great hitter at the dish. If you're going to miss, you've got to miss outside the zone. You miss
Still
inside
can't
the
find
strike
the
zone,
strike.
you'll be asking the umpire for a new baseball.
And there's
finally does from the sinker. Middle part of the plate.
And he walked it.
Misses the slurve there.
Digging in, Vinny Pasquantino.
And have a rough inning. Put a rough inning in the books here.
Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck.
So rough inning though for Corey Kluber.
And makes the grab. And that'll do it.
Now.
Second inning set to go.
Jim Tommy's
Stepping
out.
up for the
Gonna take
Guardians.
Jim Tommy for the
Number
second
25. And first offering is fouled off.
Jim Tommy, who was just on the White Sox, is also playing for the Guardians.
There's a strike, 95 of that one.
It's the Indian.
In his 4th year, 29 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. Here's the 0-2.
Sanchez. Bros. Fouls it off again.
They'll do it again.
Tommy's working that. Working the pitcher so far. But it ain't enough.
Strike
Once
3.
he strikes out, open up this
Gio
inning.
Urshela to the plate.
Gio Urshela's up.
One of the only
And
goals.
first offering is fouled off. Sanchez. He's the kind of starter that a lot of pitching coaches and managers as well really appreciate. Not a guy who's going to get himself into trouble by dancing around, by walking guys. Castro sends it to first. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the second. Number 41, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike 1. That's a bullet, but it goes foul.
Yeah, he throws strikes, and he's got the command, be in the zone, be effective, but just moving the ball around, getting the ball back from the catcher.
He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Here in Cleveland, bottom half of inning number 2, Will Smith steps in for the Royals. And that one clips the corner. Way outside, ball 1. Hit on the ground to short. Gloves it on the dive to first. And very nicely done for the out. So
Not commentating or something?
now for Kansas City, Pete Crow Armstrong. He's someone that really beats up on right-handed pitching. The lefties, however, give him a little bit more trouble.
Thompson?
2-0 to count. Here it comes. Ripped on a line to center. Under it. And there's 2 down. So the Royals batting order turns over. In steps El Nino, Fernando Tatis Jr. Slice the other way. That's a base hit. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. The throw in. Save.
He's good. Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Anytime you can drive a ball into the gap the other way, it feels so good. And that's when you know you're right where you need to be at the plate. And it's even better when it gets you extra bases. Love looking in at your dugout and seeing the guys fired up.
Man at second. Oh, look at the stop. Fires to first. What a play. Inning. Back here in Cleveland. All set for the start of the inning. So in now for Cleveland, number 22. Inside. And that's ball 1. Foul ball there. In the air, left field. Anthony turns to the right on the move. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. Now it's the right fielder. Swing and a foul out of play. Swings through that one.
Well, this can be kind of frustrating for the hitting coach. Right now, this lineup seems to be swinging at everything.
Foul ball, still 0-2. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. 2 down, bases empty. And up next for Cleveland, Gabriel Arias. That's in there. That's strike 1. And a swing and a miss. The changeup missing. Ball 2. This one smacked out to left side. Stretches out and hauls it in. Back now at Progressive Field. Set for the bottom of the 3rd. Yordan Alvarez steps in for the Royals. Up and in, and that's ball 1. On the ground right side, and that one finds its way through. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. We've all seen the defensive shift make a big difference in defending against pull hitters, but it's not foolproof.
Oh.
He pulled it as expected, but he found a hole that time.
I can't hear you about that.
Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out. So digging in, Roman Anthony. He's already homered here in this one. And he hits a ground ball right side. There's one. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice. So now it's Nolan Arenado. Worked a walk in his first trip to the plate. Ground ball right side. It squirts through. In comes the runner from third. It's an RBI single. It's 4-zip. First and second, 1 out. Vinny Pasquantino steps in for the Royals. Outside with a breaking ball.
With how good these offenses are, there's a lot of ball game left.
Traffic on the bases with 1 already in here on opening day. Fouled off left side. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Settles underneath it. 2 down. The batter now will be Will Smith. 0 for 1 so far. First and second, 2 down. Here in the last half of the 3rd.
Pretty good pitch to take a pass at in a 1-0 count. Just not able to square it up.
Here's a 1-1. And a big swing and a miss. Good job to fight that one off. First and second, 2 down. That's off the mark. Ball 2.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where pitchers...
Got him! On to the 4th. Here's the Cleveland leadoff hitter, number 64. That one hammered, but pulled foul.
You know, these Guardians, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases that are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
Pass the ball.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Got him looking for the strikeout. And that's 4 strikeouts. Now the number 2 hitter.
Well, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
Next offering in there for a strike. And it's 0-2. High fly ball down the left field line. That one is foul, and he'll see another. Base knock center field. So a man aboard now with 1 away. And next is the designated hitter. Check swing of the first pitch. Look down to third. And he went around, according to Patrick Johnson. Just missed. In the air out to center. Crow Armstrong moves after it. Makes the grab.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Swing and a pop-off in foul ground. And that is that. Here in Cleveland, ready to go, bottom 4. Pete Crow Armstrong steps in for the Royals. Hit hard on the ground to short. Throws to first in time. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th. And the batter will be Fernando Tatis Jr. A little out front there as he swings through it.
Sold it really well with the arm speed. Swung underneath it, so changeup that stayed a little bit more on plane than what he was anticipating.
So 2 strikes on Tatis. Tatis checks his swing. Now an appeal to first. And no swing, says James Kingsley. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit. 1 for 2.
I'll be back in a little bit.
This one's smoked on its way out of here. A 2-run blast. And they add to the lead. It's 6-0. Guardians going with a new pitcher, Matt Vesta.
I think it's got to be tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it.
Oh, this one high and deep. Way back there. It's a bomb. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. And they add on. It's 7-0. 1 down. Willie Castro steps in for the Royals. That misses the zone. And that is ball 1. That smash towards center. And there are 2 outs. So up now for Kansas City, Roman Anthony. He's already homered in this game. 2 down, nobody on. We're here at the bottom of the 4th. And a foul ball. Popped in the air, left field, and the inning is over. We go to the top of the 5th. Stepping up for the Guardians, Gio Urshela. That clips the zone. 0-1. Urshela measures 6 feet even, 215 pounds, and he's a native of Colombia. Ball one there. That one 95 to finish him off. And now the catcher comes up to hit.
And this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. The 0-2. And that skips into dirt. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And that one is off the wall. So a man aboard now with one away.
Oh, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Slice the other way. That's a base hit. They get it in quickly. So first and second now, one out. And now the right fielder. That one lifted to left. Anthony gets under it. That's out number 2. Now it's the shortstop, Gabriel Arias.
Oh. Oh, that's inside.
First and second, 2 down here on opening day. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Base hit into the outfield. Fires it to the plate. There's the tag. They get him. And that's the inning. Back here in Cleveland, we head to the bottom of the 5th. Nolan Arenado steps in for the Royals. Check swing called strike. Strike one. This one popped up right side. And there's one away. So up now for Kansas City, Vinny Pasquantino. He has, as they like to say,
let me guess, Boo, light tower power?
That's right.
Ball one.
In the air to left center. On the move. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there are 2 down. Here's a new pitcher from the pen, Tim Herron. He's into the game with the bases empty. Smith in the box for the 3rd time today as he takes that one off the plate. Next offering is fouled back. Warning track. Whoa. And you can touch them all, baseball man. A towering shot to center. And they tack on to their lead. It's 8-0. So 2 down at the plate. Pete Crow Armstrong. Fouls one off out of play back to our left. Slapped hard the other way, but foul. 0-2 now. Way inside, gets out of the way. And they'll do it again. 2 down, nobody on. Not close with that one. And the count is even, 2-2. And that one misses up and in. Full count now.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
That one ripped. And that is the 3rd out of the inning.
I've been in the sink of gold.
It's a bit of a blowout now, which gives us a bit more freedom here in the booth.
I'm not sure that's a good thing.
Singy, were you superstitious as a player?
I'd say a little bit, and I wouldn't want to admit it, but I think, you know, you have a good game the next day. You're maybe thinking a little bit when you're putting your spikes on. Which one did I put on first? What did I eat? You know, let me just bring that back into today.
So you weren't superstitious, you were a little stitious.
Yes, I was medium stitious.
Breaking ball inside, and it's 1-0.
We've got some superstitions up here in the booth, and you never can say, hey, this game's going really fast early in the ball game.
Yeah, that is one of the ways that we are capable of putting the jinx on the game, is talking about how fast the game is going. That normally, the flip, wanted second to first, not in time. Great effort there. Number 48 in the box again, takes the strike. Swing and a miss. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. And a foul ball. He stays alive. No question about this one. It's out of here. A 2-run homer. One down. And next will be the cleanup hitter. What a stop. Throw to first. Nicely done for the out. Now here's Gio Urshela.
Third baseman, Gio Urshela.
And first offering is fouled off.
When a guy's throwing a lot of first pitch strikes as a hitter, you got to be ready to hit. Now, that's not going to help you get deep into his pitch count and into the bullpen, but you got to take what he's offering that day.
To first, it short hops him, but a nice pick for out number 3. The Royals get a run in the inning on this solo homer. And this is now an 8-2 ball game. Here in Cleveland, bottom of the 6th, Fernando Tatis Jr. steps in for the Royals. And that one fouled off. Grounds one to short. Arias. Leadoff man retired in the 6th. Ozzie Albies up to the plate.
Coming off an absolute bomb in his last at bat.
Out towards right center field. And a couple of quick outs. Now it's Yordan Alvarez. 3 for 3, 2 singles and a homer. That misses. Ball 1.
Ball 2.
Swing and a miss. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. This one in the air, center field. Drifts towards it. And that is that. We go to the top of the 7th. So in now for Cleveland, number 41. Number 56 into the game.
They know that he can get a right-hander out, but he's in position to face a couple of lefties this inning.
In for a strike, and it's 1-2. Nice grab. Takes it himself, and he got him. Nicely done at first for the out. Now the left fielder.
22.
And he grounds one to the right side. Pasquantino takes it to the bag, and 2 away to start the 7th.
Right fielder,
2 outs, base is empty. Now it's the right fielder. And first offering is fouled off.
Fouls it off, so strike one.
On the corner for a strike.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
2 down, nobody on. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Ball one low.
0-2 curve right there. Hitter kind of expects that. Good job of just showing that confidence and trying to get back into this count.
And that's the 3rd out.
As Royals are up again.
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Andrew Walters.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Foul ball. On a line.
Castro to left field. That's a line drive.
Roman Anthony steps in for the Royals. This one in the air center field.
Down the middle.
Moving under this one. 2 away down. Here's Nolan Arenado.
Up the plate.
In the air, right field.
In the air to right field. Things on back. Makes a catch right in the warning track for out number 3.
Back now at Progressive Field. We go to the 8th. Gabriel Arias digs in for the Guardians.
Slider outside for ball 1.
In this situation, you expect the batters to be a little more patient, possibly take until they get a strike. With that, you don't want to miss your opportunity to get ahead early in the count. He didn't right there.
Line drive
and
base hit.
Over Pasquantino's head for a leadoff base hit for Gabriel.
So a runner aboard to start the inning.
That's back-to-back singles for him. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it
perfectly. Could it be a double play this time?
Castro. The underhand flip. There's one. So they get one, but a really nice try there. Number 28 in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1. Swing.
Pops one up in the infield. Pasquantino
under it.
Number 2.
And the first baseman makes the catch. Next for the Guardians is the designated hitter.
He hit a home run off of Crystal Sanchez. Their only run in this inning. It was a 1-1 count.
Swings through that one out in front that time.
Got a pass now.
Swing and a ball
popped up. But then get down.
And that'll fall for a base hit. And now first and second with 2 outs. So next will be the 4-hole hitter for the Guardians.
There, he can move the ball around, add and subtract, get some weak contact.
Base hit. That might score Bazana. They're going to cut it off.
He'll score. It's an RBI single, and it's 8-3.
8-3.
First and second, 2 outs. Giorgella steps in.
Castro. Ground ball to Willie Castro. Takes his time.
That ends the inning.
They only got away with 1 run out of that as we're going to the bottom of the 8th.
Back here in Cleveland, ready for the bottom of the 8th. Vinny Pasquantino steps in for the Royals.
Still looking for his first hit here in this season. He's been a bump stretch this season.
Swing and a high fly ball.
Left center field.
This one's got a chance.
Back.
Didn't quite have enough.
Covers a lot of ground on that.
Will Smith to the plate. And first offering is fouled off. Center field should have this one.
Thomas going back.
And there's 2 down.
2.
Pete Crow Armstrong will hit next. 0 for 3 in this one.
Ball 1.
And that's off the inside edge. And that's ball 2. Walters, 25 years old, and he was a 3rd-round pick in 2023. 2 down, nobody on. And the right-handers 3-1. Pulls
Foul
that one foul.
Full count now. Fouls that one off.
3-2. Payoff pitch. Swings
Oh,
through
he
that.
misses that two-seam. Swung out of
We
two.
go to the ninth. Stepping up for the Guardians, number 41.
Good
Pitcher on now, number 54.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Swings through that one for strike one.
Strike one. 1-1 count.
Swings through that.
Strike two. 1-2 count.
Struck him out swinging. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth. Number 22, batting with one down, takes a strike.
The Royals up 8-3 in this game.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
1-1.
Ground ball right side.
Round one to
Pasquantino steps on the bag, and the Guardians with one out left.
Harold Baines. The Cleveland.
Number 3 stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball.
Just outside of this play.
Oh, look at the stop.
Pasquantino. That's going to do
To the
it.
bag himself and gets the out to end it. Wow.
Royal. 8-3
8-3 the final in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire squad, John Shelby saying so long.
Cleveland drops the 0-1. Jordan, the player of the game. 3 for 4, the homer.